Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Right now at 5, 2 people are stabbed inside a Metro convenience store. Why police say it all started with a mistaken identity.
Plus, the state audit did a deep dive into Western Heights' finances, how much that school district paid in legal fees alone.
And what's next for Americans after senators fail to advance health care measures. But first here at 5, efforts are well underway at our state capitol to increase literacy rates statewide. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Karl Torp. As lawmakers start preparing legislation for the upcoming session, they want to ensure that they are thinking of the needs of all schools. Our Capitol reporter Haley Hetrick details some ideas now in the works.
Education is always top of mind for state lawmakers here at the Capitol. Today, they're bringing everyone to the table to make sure their policies are mirroring the needs statewide.
Bringing students, teachers, and lawmakers together.
Hearing their stories, meeting their students, understanding what their community and their district cares about.
An all-hands-on-deck approach to improving Oklahoma's education system.
We got to make sure teachers and educators are at the table, since they're the ones every single day that are in front of a classroom and they see the challenges that are being presented in their student populations.
Senate Education Chairman Adam Pugh realizes education reform isn't a one-size-fits-all approach.
Every school is unique, every school has different challenges, and we have to be careful when we're working on policies here at the Capitol that we don't treat every community in every district across our state the same.
Every year, lawmakers focus on teacher recruitment and retention, college and career readiness, and school security.
But I think something very specific that has started to make its way around the Capitol, and I know a lot of folks outside this building are talking about it well, is literacy.
Looking at all solutions, everything from teachers training to early intervention.
Reading is the foundation for everything else that's going to happen in a child's educational journey. So it has to start as early as possible to prepare those kids to be able to learn as they get into later years.
Looking at all options to set up the next generation for success.
We have to make sure we're rowing in the same direction.
Lawmakers will start working on some of these ideas to be presented in the 2026 session beginning in February. At the Capitol, for Oklahoma's Own, I'm Haley Hetrick.
Haley, thank you. Now, lawmakers are working behind the scenes on legislation right now, and we will be able to see those first drafts of all the 2026 bills come January 15th.
From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
All right, Oklahoma, as promised, what a beautiful day. Temperatures back up into the 60s, and look at that shot of downtown Oklahoma City right now. Some high clouds around, should make for a pretty nice sunset coming up here in the next half hour, so get ready for that. Temperatures, wow, not bad today, right? We started out in the mid-30s, climbed it up into the mid-60s here. We're still holding in the low 60s, nowhere near average. And the highs today, 65 in Oklahoma City, the official high, 66 in Guthrie, 67 down in Purcell, and the rest of Oklahoma, 60s, 70s, and hang on, it gets better, 82 today in Guymon. Beaver today in our Panhandle hit 83 degrees there. All right, so here we are now, lots of 60s on the map. We're cooling off slowly cooling off. Still a 72 in Woodward, still a 71 in from Guymon. So, man, it is just out of control good. Here comes trouble. It's coming in from the north. We've been talking about it for the last, 10 days. This is Arctic air. It's going to come in. It'll slam Oklahoma for like 2 days. That, my friends, is headed south. Goodbye early spring. Arctic slam is on track. And what about our next storm? Is it on the 9-day or beyond? We're talking rain. We're talking snow. 9-day forecast coming up. Guys, back to you.
Dion, just relax. Just relax. Dion, we just need to talk. Drop the machete, man.
Those are the moments before Oklahoma City police officers shoot and kill an armed suspect. Investigators say Albert Benson, who went by Dion, attacked a roommate with a machete last month. Police say they tried several less lethal tactics, but Benson refused to drop that machete. He was shot when he charged at the police officers. Those officers are now on routine paid leave.
The McLean County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of one of its own. Deputies say detention deputy Nicholas O'Neill was killed in an off-duty crash. We're told he recently joined the office. He also served in the U.S. Marine Corps. He's survived by his wife and 6-month-old daughter. A GoFundMe has been set up to help the family. The Hinton community will gather to remember the life of a beloved wrestling coach, Craig Pruitt, tomorrow. Pruitt died in a head-on crash in Caddo County on Sunday. District leaders have canceled classes tomorrow so everyone can attend the service. It will start at 10 o'clock at the Hinton Comet Coliseum.
A case of mistaken identity turns into a near-fatal stabbing in southwest Oklahoma City last night. Police are searching for a suspect they say stabbed two people inside a convenience store. News 9's Jennifer Pierce is at police headquarters with details.
Police say the two victims thought they recognized a group of people standing outside the gas station Wednesday night. It turns out they didn't know the suspects and were confronted inside the store. Police were called to the Nova store on May and Southwest 74th to investigate a disturbance. Officers found one victim collapsed near the checkout counter in critical condition and another victim with a non-life-threatening injury. Police were told a group of 4 people followed the victims inside the store and started a fight.
It seems that the altercation spewed from the individuals shouting at them from the vehicle there. So we'll know more if we can identify a suspect and interview that person.
Police say the suspect and 3 others fled the store before police arrived. Store employees claim the security cameras were not working at the time of the altercation. Police say the 2 victims were taken to local hospitals. The one in critical condition was taken right into surgery. At police headquarters, Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Jen, thank you. And police are asking anyone who witnessed the stabbing to call Crime Stoppers. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol headquarters in Noble County is sporting a fresh new look.
And it is all thanks to high school students. The students teamed up with the agency to design this window graphic. The class also cleaned, prepped, and installed the tent themselves. The troop says they're impressed with the students' hard work and also their craftsmanship. Way to go to them. Coming up, decorations on steroids. How one home in Oklahoma is blowing away the Christmas decorating competition. It is over the top.
It is not even close, right? I mean, well done. Plus, it's the busiest time of year at the U.S. Post Office when you need to get your packages in the mail to make sure they arrive in time for Christmas. We'll tell you about that coming up after the break. An audit of Western Heights Public Schools shows the district paid more than $1 million in legal fees over 3 years, and nearly half of that to defend former Superintendent Mannix Barnes. Barnes was removed as superintendent back in 2022 because of investigations into mismanaged funds. But before that, the audit shows the district spent $500,000 on its in-house attorney and 6 outside firms to defend Barnes. The audit also shows the district's contract with Barnes was void, so the $1.1 million paid to Barnes from 2019 to 2022 should not have been paid out. We have posted that full audit at news9.com. A wrongful termination lawsuit filed against former State Superintendent Ryan Walters is moving forward. Janessa Boynty filed the suit in 2023, claiming that she was fired after speaking out at an Edmonds School Board meeting about a student who took his own life after he was bullied. A judge ruled that lawsuit should go to trial. The next hearing is set for February 4th.
The U.S. Postal Service says it is the busiest week of the year as millions of people ship Christmas gifts to friends and family. USPS says it has already accepted more than 6 billion packages and pieces of mail since the week of Thanksgiving. They say, though, no matter the intake, they are ready.
This is our Super Bowl. We're ready to go, and we're happy to serve the people during peak season.
And next Wednesday is the last day to ship your gifts first class for them to make it in time for Christmas. Priority mail will make it as long as it is shipped by the 20th.
Taking a live look now from our Lucky Star Skycam network. Enjoy those temperatures today because it's going to feel a whole lot colder tomorrow. Beautiful sunset right there. David's timeline for our major cold snap coming up straight ahead.
But next, U.S. lawmakers failed to pass health care measures today. What that will mean for millions of Americans after the break.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9.
Health insurance premiums for millions of Americans and hundreds of thousands of Oklahomans now seem almost certain to skyrocket in the new year.
This after the Republican-controlled Senate today failed to pass a Democratic bill to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies. Our Washington Bureau Chief Alex Cameron joining us today live in studio with more on today's votes.
Well, Carl, Amanda, there were two votes today. First on the Democrats' proposal, which is a simple 3-year extension of the Affordable Care Act's enhanced tax credits, without which the premiums for about 22 million Americans are expected to increase on average some 25%. Now, the other bill was a last-minute Republican alternative that would deposit up to $1,500 into health savings accounts for low-income consumers. Both Oklahoma senators voted for the GOP bill, against the Democrats' bill. Senator Langford saying this is about empowering taxpayers, not enriching insurance companies.
Democrats want to continue to send more and more money to the insurance companies, saying they'll handle it well. We want to try to get additional assistance to the individuals so they have greater flexibility. So this covers their first dollar medical expenses through the course of the year to try to help them through that, which we feel like is a better way to be able to take this on. And then long term.
Fact, however, that there were competing bills essentially assured that neither would receive the needed 60 votes, and in fact both failed 51-48. There are bills in the works over in the House, bipartisan bills, to extend the tax credits, but with some reforms to the system. The problem is so far leadership is not behind these, and they leave for the rest of the year after next week. So Carl, Amanda, time's running out.
Yeah, time's running out. Hey, it's nice to have you, Alex.
Hey, it's good to be here.
It's not nice to have him. It's great to have him in
Nice to have him
studio.
here, yeah.
Thank you.
Alex came celebrating 30 years with Griffin Media. We had a Christmas party, and he came
back
from
in
D.C. to be here. For
Yeah.
It was
30
nice to
years
be
here at News
Yeah,
9.
that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
He's a veteran. He's one of the best.
He is the best.
Yeah.
He is the best.
We're sending him back to D.C.
All right.
tomorrow so he can continue coverage,
Exactly.
covering
I'll be
everything for us.
We just signed him to a 90-year contract. By the way, he came in today for our Christmas, party, luncheon we have. He was not supposed to be working. This is what we do to our people.
Like, oh, you're here.
He's supposed to be coming in, hanging out. Look at him.
Jump on set.
This is how he is, though. Hey, thanks. How was your lunch? Good? Really? We need you to work. Anyway.
Stuff's happening.
Yeah, nobody better than Alex for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. Across the street, what was Prairie Surf, or what was the old Myriad, we've done multiple stories. We've been talking about it forever. It's right across the street from us. Today, they were going to be, they started at the south side, making their way north, doing a little work on the north end, and they knew that something might happen, but I don't know. The guy that's in that crane, we had to do a short underwear check
David.
after this deal, because he's like, la, la, la. And anyway.
Well, they just sped it up. They're supposed to get it down by the end of the year, too.
Well, I think somebody said, let's do this, because
Well, we've been watching this thing go, and they have to kind of start slowly. Remember, they're recycling a lot of that material.
Yeah, but
it's kind of crazy.
that wasn't planned.
What a shot from our boss.
Watch.
Cam.
It just keeps going.
No one hurt.
No, nobody was inside. So they knew there was a chance, and this is what the demolition PIO basically is saying, that, hey, we're good, no injuries, but that guy in the crane right there, I think for a second was like, Jesus, take the wheel.
I'll bet you that person's used to it.
Really?
This is not their first rodeo.
No, you're probably
not the
right.
convention center.
If you're in a crane next to a building that could collapse.
I bet you ask him, and he's like, it wasn't even close, really.
He probably just said, hold my beer, let's just keep this thing going.
It got people's attention that they were outside.
So that's a live shot, another camera we have in downtown Oklahoma City, and you can now see inside, look at the seats, or what's left of them, inside the arena.
Oh,
Kind
yeah,
of
you sure can.
You can see the bowl inside, which was the old
ice rink,
Yeah, that's it. So, but that half of the roof was there an hour and a half ago.
Okay, making progress.
Anyway,
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and end of the year was the deadline. Well, good job. We moved it up.
They're getting there.
They're getting there quickly. All right, here in Oklahoma City right now, take a look, 61 degrees. We made it to 65 today. How about that? 65. That was our high just about an hour and a half ago. We're cooling off now with the south wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So we have a 62 in Guthrie, 62 in Norman, 59, a little cooler in El Reno. They always are. 64 over in Meeker. It's a south breeze blowing to the north. Lots of 60s, still hanging on. We look good. 70s in the Panhandle. Remember, we were in the 80s today in the Panhandle. The wind right now out of the south, that's what we call a trough. Little weak area of low pressure out here, little trough axis. Not doing much for us. What's going to be doing something for us is going to be this first cold front now that's moving through parts of northwest Kansas, coming out of Colorado. That's your tonight's front and tomorrow morning's front. That'll cool us off tomorrow. And then the big show is going to be what's coming out of Canada, Alaska, and the Arctic Circle. But here comes tonight's front, moving through Goodland, Kansas, crossing I-70, southbound and down. That will be your 10 to 15 degree drop in temperatures for tomorrow. So we're going to go from 60s, 70s, and 80s today to that. And this will come down. It's a 2-day deal, but it's still going to get cold, especially one day it looks really, really cold. All right, lows tonight, 30s and 40s. A north breeze, okay? The wind will pick up a little bit tomorrow morning when the sun comes up. We'll start to mix up the atmosphere. Low 50s, I-40 north. We'll do a 55 in Oklahoma City, 51 in Ponca City, 65 in Ardmore. A gusty north breeze, not crazy windy. Saturday, colder during the afternoon. North winds will pick up during the afternoon and evening. It will become windy Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. And look at Sunday. The good news about Sunday, less wind. Look at the highs Sunday afternoon. It's an indoor day. Upper 20s to low 30s down south. We're dry. No winter precipitation. Wind chills. Sunday morning, maybe thinking going for a morning walk, jog, or heading out to church. Wrap it up. Bundle it up. 6 in Ponca City. That's the wind chill. And wind chills will get a little better by the afternoon because the wind will come down, but still a cold Sunday. It's an indoor Sunday. Arctic blast that won't last. We'll do a 49 on Monday. Next week, 50s going into the 60s, and another cool front, a weak front by the end of next week, and then another big warm up, and then another cool down as we get into the week after that. So big ups, big downs. It will continue. Amanda, back to you.
David, thanks. Coming up, taking Marion Bright to a whole new level. Yes, we're going to take you right inside this Oklahoma home with Christmas in every nook and cranny after the break.
Houses all across Oklahoma have been decorated, showing off the holiday spirit.
But one home in particular is taking it up a notch. Christmas music plays around the clock, and the decorating actually started back in August. Mike Glover takes us inside, and tonight's something good.
So I heard about this house with crazy Christmas decorations, and when I turned down this street, I knew exactly the house I was looking for. But that is nothing till you see the inside.
When somebody comes into the house for the very first time, I love the reaction.
So my reaction was typical as I tried to take it all in. What could only be described as a Christmas explosion.
The first year we put up 2 trees, and then every year since then it has just...
It blew up.
It blew up.
It's a tradition. Each year, decorating starts Labor Day weekend. But with this being 20 years...
August 1st, I brought the first tree in and I said, it's on.
They solicited the help of their good friend Ryan, which felt like he took on a second job.
When we get off work, 3 or 4 hours, I've stayed up till about midnight some nights working on this.
The lights are controlled with the remote control so as to not run up the electric bill or spend the entire day unplugging lights.
This is 20 years of collecting.
Room by room, each with a different theme.
This room is my patriotic room. It's all red, white, and blue, and all the state and capital ornaments.
And of course, it only makes sense to have a Santa room, but throughout the entire house?
There's probably about 3,000 to 5,000.
In this house, literally every room is filled with Christmas. That includes the bathrooms, where there are Christmas trees in every bathtub, with the Nutcracker theme for the master bath.
A lot of this stuff we don't put out every year. We don't have room for it all.
They decided 12 years ago to put a purpose behind their passion.
Saturday we'll have an open house from about 2 to 10 by invitation only. It's for a charity called Other Options.
Blowing up Christmas in one house, that is something good. I'm Mike Glover for Oklahoma's Own.
Fantastic job. That's amazing right there. So much detail and all that decorating right there.
We love it.
Yeah.
Send us any of your story ideas to that email address.
Hey, painter Kyle Trudell says he knew from a young age he was going to be an artist, but before he could find his purpose, he had to overcome severe trauma he is still carrying around from abuse he suffered as a child.
And for the first time, Kyle is sharing his story with us and how it's now inspiring him to help others going through tough times. Watch our special report, Painting Hope, tonight at 10 o'clock. Excited to share that with you.
Yeah, excited to see it too. That guy's got some amazing talent, by the way.
And he paints live, so he'll paint like painting like that in 1 hour,
like
start
that?
to finish. Yeah, it's amazing.
I can't do a weathercast.
And we're gonna see him in action
tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Watch News 9 Live. He's going to be here.
Really?
Yeah. We'll auction off his painting.
See you at 6.